It's about utilizing your resources to produce the best image possible, right? So we're gonna figure out how to do that using one light. Oh, what's good everybody? Welcome to my channel. Back at you again with another video. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about single light setups. I wanna show you guys how to produce a professional image with using one light. We wanna keep things simple, right? We wanna keep things budget friendly, right? We don't wanna overcomplicate it. We don't wanna be focused on having the newest, most expensive gear, newest camera, the newest lens. It's not about any of that. It's how can you produce the best image possible. First things first is understanding lighting is key. Knowing how to correctly expose your image, knowing which modifier to use to get the type of lighting to fall on your subject the way that you want it to. Secondary to understanding your lighting is knowing how to adjust your camera settings, knowing the right settings to use with the right lighting. When you combine the two, that's a recipe for some professional looking shit. So let's get into it. So you can light with continuous, you can use a strobe, you can use speed lights. In this instance, we're gonna use a strobe. I'm shooting with a Alien Bees B800. Strobes are more powerful than continuous lights, so they're gonna give you a punchier, cleaner, crisper image. So I'm gonna show you guys using 3 different modifiers and the differences that they'll give you with your lighting and how it wraps on the face. First, we used a Westcott parabolic 7-foot umbrella, which is pretty big. It produces some of the softest light that I've seen. Now with lighting, what I see a lot of people do is just pop the lights up, and as long as they got them and they're facing their subject, they think they're good to go. This is absolutely wrong. This is what you don't want to do. The angle that you place your light to your subject dictates everything. It's how the light falls on your subject. Typically, you want your light over your subject at about a 45-degree angle coming down on your subject. Now with using diffusion, the bigger the source and the closer to your subject, the softer the light. If you're shooting beauty shots, which is what I'm showing you today, having that soft light wrap around your subject's face is gonna make your images look like they're on some next level shit. We did this with the umbrella up about 3 to 4 feet above, and then I also did another version where I lowered the light so you could see the difference. This big ass umbrella has this nice layer of diffusion, so when you drop that close to your subject, it gives you a really natural, soft looking light. We also shot with a 36-inch Octabox. This one's a little bit more commonly used. This was actually my go-to for years before I got the Westcott parabolic. But this one is the same thing. You wanna keep this just over your subject's head within about 2 feet. And you want to use the edge of the umbrella to lightly bounce the light over your subject. You don't want to put the hot spot on their face. You want to bring that down and tilt the umbrella so they're just under the edge, and the light will lightly fall across their face and give you a smoother, more detailed shot. Angling the light will change the effect that it gives you. So you can have this light directly above, so you're symmetrical over your subject. Or you can move this kind of to the side. You can even directly side light, which I typically don't do. I usually play with dead in front or just over the eyebrow to cast this way and give me a little bit of shadow, a little bit of drama on one side of the face. Now with using a single light setup, it's always good to have some type of modifier. Having a reflector, a fill card, or even a mirror. That's one of the ones that I picked up on early with shooting beauty work. So with using a fill card or bounce, typically can be like a poster board or something. I got mine from Hobby Lobby. They have them at Michael's. I think they have them at Walmart. Or you can also use the reflector pack. I think they have them for like 20, 30 bucks on Amazon, where you get like the 5-in-1. It's silver, gold, black, white. All in one. You can use one of those if you have it in the budget. So what this white does is it's going to reflect the light that's coming from your source above, and you want to place this just under your subject's face, and you can actually just have them hold it, and the distance that they hold it to their face will change the intensity of the reflecting light that's bouncing onto their face. This is going to give you a softer feel of light under the chin, under the nose, under the eyebrows where shadows can get a bit harsh because of your placement of your light and the light coming down. So we're just looking to lift, to add a little bit of light and lift some of those shadows in the face with that white bounce. Now, another great technique is using a mirror. I found this out early when I started shooting. Now, this is great for giving you detailed elements. This will pick up with reflections in the eyes, again, under the nose, under the lip, under the chin. This is gonna be a little bit more of an intense reflection because its reflective surface is shinier than just using a white poster board, which is dull and white. You can also just use a simple reflector. Again, I got this one on Amazon, I think for about 50 bucks, but they do have cheaper ones. Like I mentioned before, they have like a 5-in-1 and they come in different sizes. They all serve the same purpose. It's just the bigger the surface, the easier it is to reflect, the more light it's gonna pick up and bounce for you. But the lower end ones are perfectly fine. You just want something that's gonna bounce the light back onto your subject. Any of these modifiers will help take your image to the next level. So you don't necessarily have to have a multiple light setup. You can use a single light setup, and I would highly recommend that you pair that light with some type of reflective surface. The two main things I want you guys to take away from this video. One is you don't have to break the bank to produce high quality work. Everything that you see me shooting with, I spent less than $600 on. And that's kind of in the middle. It's not about having the newest, most expensive shit. Secondly is get familiar with shooting with one light before you try to upgrade to a 2-point, 3-point light setup. You need to understand how to use one light first and experiment with your one light. Get comfortable with it and understand how to utilize that one light. Make sure that you know how to use it in all conditions and that you know how to control the light. You want to be able to manipulate your lighting to get exactly what you want out of it. So that's all we have for this video. I'll include all the links below for the equipment that I use for this specific setup, just in case you guys need to pick something up. Make sure you guys drop your IGs down below in the comments. I want to check out some of your work too. And if you need any tips on anything, feel free to shoot me a DM. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can see the next time I drop. And until the next time, I'll see you guys.